Hey, I'm Joe with Funds.org. Now in our social media series, we're highlighting all of the social media platforms that are great for promoting your fundraiser online. So far, we've discussed Facebook, Facebook Live, and Instagram. Today, we're going to talk about the most popular social media platform out there right now, which is Snapchat, and how you can use it to promote your fundraiser. So I have 3 pros and 3 cons when it comes to promoting your fundraiser on Snapchat. And of course, I have some examples for you as well. Let's get started. Now, Snapchat is great for attracting the young donor, the Generation Z donor, the age group between 13 and 25, and even somewhere in that early 30 stage as well, because those are the most active users on Snapchat. Now, it is estimated that they have 160 million active users on Snapchat at this moment. So yes, it is a big audience, and you can be tapping into that with the younger generation, teaching them how to donate, what's going on with your fundraiser, all through 10-second videos on Snapchat. Now, one of the downsides to Snapchat is the older generation, the older demographic of your audience won't particularly be using it. This is really for the young generation, starting at about the 13 to 15 age range. So if you want your older donors to get a message on Snapchat, it's not likely to happen. I mean, there's rare instances where, they have Snapchat, maybe they don't use it like the young generation, but for the most part, you'll want to target the younger audience with your fundraising message on Snapchat. Now, the most important thing about Snapchat is using the filters and lenses because, that's what makes Snapchat so much fun. And I actually have them up on the company phone right now that I use, and so I'm going to go through some of them, trying to find the best one. Oh, the dog filter. That's probably the most popular one for the lenses. And then I don't know what this one is, but it's pretty cool. So, those are things to think about. And actually, you know what? I'm going to record one, and then you'll see it after this clip. That way you can see kind of what's going on with the camera and everything. And see, this is my setup if you're watching this on Snapchat right now. So that's a good way, a fun way to get the crowd, get the younger generation involved using the filters and the lenses while you're on Snapchat promoting your fundraiser. Camera and everything. And see, this is my setup if you're watching this on Snapchat right now. Now, another downside to Snapchat is your messages and pictures, they all disappear after 24 hours. So if you've posted 6 things in one day, the very last time you post one, say it's at like 6:30 at night, the next day everything disappears at 6:30 at night. So you have to constantly update every single day, but there's a pro and a con side to that too. The pro is you get to put out a new message every single day. The con is you have to do it every single day. So if you're gonna use Snapchat to promote your fundraiser, just make sure that you know that you have to keep up with it every single day. One of my personal favorite things about Snapchat is using the filters, so you can see kind of where you're from or where you're at. Like when I go home, I like using the Terre Haute ones, and when I'm out with my girlfriend, I like to use some of the ones that are here for us here in Orlando. Now, did you know that you can purchase your own filter? Yes, you can buy your own filter. They're fairly inexpensive, especially for a one-day event, maybe between $5 and $20, depending on how big your venue is. So you can purchase one of these filters, have it designed, and then while you're having people come by for your fundraiser, dropping things off, or having the event, you can tell them, hey, we bought a Snapchat filter today, and you can use it. All you have to do is go on Snapchat and swipe, and you'll find our filter. So it's a really inexpensive and cool way to kind of market your fundraiser on Snapchat with the filters. Finally, one of the downsides of Snapchat, which is actually a pro with being able to buy filters, is that's actually a downside too because they cost money. If your organization isn't in the state where you can pay for a Snapchat filter, you know, it may be a little hard, but depending on how big of a venue that you're using it for, how long that you're using it for, they're relatively cheap. Like I said, $5 to about $20, but they can range into the hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, and even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on how long you plan on using it. So if you're thinking about using a Snapchat filter, just make sure that you keep in mind your budget is relatively small for it. I hope these tips help you find success with your fundraiser. Subscribe to our channel for more videos on how to use social media to help with your fundraising needs. And if you want to learn more about Funds2Orgs and what we do with Shoe Drive fundraising, well, here's our website right here, and you can visit it, funds2orgs.com. I'm Joe with Funds2Orgs. Thanks for watching.